Quiet on the set. Background? Oh yeah, background. Lights, cameras, action! Woohoo! It's the holiday season. It is the holiday season, and welcome again, once again, welcome back. Welcome back, my friends, to the show. Welcome to our Trippy Food live stream. Now, some of you may be asking, Val, because that's my name, Val, are you going to do a live stream next week? And yes, the plan is to do a live stream next week. Christmas is on Friday, so we will obviously be doing family things, even though the family is just me and Claudia this year. We will still be doing family things on Christmas, and I hope you guys enjoy your Christmas, those of you who celebrate. And so Saturday we will do a Trippy Food live stream, and we'll try to make it Christmassy if that's at all possible. But welcome back, everybody. We had people in the room early. So Tom, old guy in Colorado, with Janice, they were certainly here early and joining the chat. I have top chat on. Bear with me 1 second while I change that to live chat. I don't want to miss anything here. I do sometimes, and I apologize for that. Dry Cell in the room. Adam Hebb, Steve Russell, Lola Debney. Oh my God, it's a party now. It is a party. I have cards again. We're gonna do cards, but I have to wait for the Cassandra because that's her thing, and I don't want her to miss that. So we'll wait for her to join to do the cards. We usually do it like when we're doing our snacks and beverages. We usually do that. Those of you who celebrated Hanukkah, I hope that you had a happy one, a warm, happy, and safe Hanukkah. We did do a Hanukkah episode, and I don't know if you guys saw that. I think it was last week. Pretty sure it was last week. Did a Hanukkah episode, and we have a Christmas episode coming up, and we have a New Year's episode coming up. No Kwanzaa this year, sorry. And what else am I missing? Am I missing anything else? Any other holidays? I don't know. But we will have a Christmas episode on Christmas Day and a New Year's episode on New Year's Day as well. So who else snuck in the room? Food Taster TV in the room. Hey, I saw that you just posted a new episode, Oreo, I believe, Food Taster. And I'm going to check that out as soon as we finish here. So Lynn 801 in the room. Tom, old guy in Colorado, has been on fire lately with his episodes. So he's been putting out some really creative episodes. And the thing I have to laugh is because he's putting together things based on his knowledge of stuff or from an experimental standpoint. But he doesn't know what they're supposed to taste like because he's never had them before. He did an episode where he made cannoli, and he didn't know what it was supposed to taste like. So he's asking me like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Well, it looks legit. I'm assuming if it's good, go with it, right?" Yeah, really creative. Check out his channel if you haven't already, as well as the other channels of our folks here. Jan Yamanaka, her channel, Food Taster TV, all have some really unique and interesting channels. So definitely check that out. So happy holidays to everybody. Let's see. I'm gonna miss any. Tom makes good food. Tom does make good food. Tom puts my stuff to shame. I'm still impressed, still to this day, impressed at his take on the Dunkin' Donuts, or Dunkin' as it is now, his Dunkin' Donuts ghost pepper donut that he made his own version of. And I'm like, dude, Dunkin' Donuts should have done that. But Dunkin' Donuts has kind of gone downhill. They used to make their donuts on site. Their coffee used to be better. I think their coffee used to be better. But now, their donuts are made in a central distribution warehouse and then shipped out to all the Dunkin' Donuts. They've kind of gone a little downhill. So a little disappointing. But if Tom had his own Dunkin' Donuts, I would definitely go and get the ghost pepper donut that Tom made. Love, which channel? Are you talking about Tom's? Oh, okay. Yeah, Tom does have a great channel. Where's your better half? You mean Doodle, Lola? My other better half is off doing errands. She may pop in. I'm not sure. And the Doodle should make an appearance. I think we'll see if he makes an appearance. He's kind of lounging out in the sun in the other room. So hopefully Doodle will pay us a visit today. Hey, Starfly in the room. Starfly, is it my imagination or I have not seen you in a while? Have you not been on the chat for a while? But it's good to see you. Welcome back. And Stoner, I think I think I mentioned you, but I didn't properly greet you. So welcome. We have a room full of people right now. And again, got to wait for the Cassandra to start the cards. So let's review. We had like that number says 14. I have no idea what that number means. It never matches how many people are in the chat. It probably doesn't match the amount of people who are watching who aren't in the chat. I don't know what that number means. I really don't know what that number means. Well, what happens if I click on it? What is it? It does absolutely nothing. Okay, maybe it's just a number. It just changes to let you know that things are still happening. Hey, how is the volume? Because where is your gorgeous grandson Dallas? I don't know, but he's not here. It was nice to have him pop in. Was it last time or the time before? I can't remember which one, but on the other live stream where he kind of sat with us and he kind of chilled with us for the whole episode. That was kind of nice. So hopefully he will do that again soon. That would be nice to have him here. Hey Val, did you buy and try that Ruffles all dressed chips? I did not, and only because Food Taster, hold that thought, because that may be something that we can do together. So especially if you have those there, that's something we can do together. I've done the Ruffles all dressed chips before on one of our installments of Goodbye Mr. Chips, but it would be a good thing to do tasting it with a Canadian. So I think so hold that, and that might be a good thing for us to do together, especially if you have access to those. That would be good. That is the tricky part with doing a collaboration, whereas you don't have access to some of the things that we have access here, and we don't have access to some of the things that you have access to in Canada. But we'll work something out. We'll figure something out. So looking forward to that. So folks, expect a collaboration with Food Taster TV soon. What happened with the mustard beer? Could not get the mustard beer. And I think at one point Tom was even talking about driving the 60 miles or so, because it sold out really quickly, which is a really disappointment for me for some of these things that are doing like limited time only things, like even the Hormel Ghost Chili, which is now a pencil holder. The Hormel Ghost Chili. That was disappointing too, because what happened is they make a limited amount of them. They put them out there and they go up in seconds. Now, a lot of people, what they do is they create bots to go out and buy these. They go out and buy them, and then they put them on eBay for 3 or 4 times what it normally costs. And I think that's the same thing that happened with the beer. They put out the beer, and then they said, "Oh, well, we'll do some more soon." So then they sent another notice saying, "Hey, the beer, there's more beer." And by the time I clicked on the link and went out there, it was completely sold out. So there is the brewery that was making it. They do have it on tap at the brewery, but that's it. They don't ship the cans anywhere, and you can't buy it online or anything else like that. So a big disappointment when companies do something like that. But we have not tried the mustard beer because we have not been able to get the mustard beer, and I'm not paying like $80 for it on eBay. It's if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. I'm not buying the stuff. I mean, so Rob Switch, when we did the collaboration where we did the Ghost Reaper Chili, he had to do that. So he ended up having to go and get it off eBay because he couldn't get it anywhere else for us to do that. And that was okay. He was okay with doing that. I kind of like don't want to encourage people to buy this stuff up and then to sell it at a higher price when they don't even want to try it. They're not even interested in trying it. They just want to buy it and sell it. And I kind of want to avoid that. What I miss? Howdy Val, just stopping in to say, hey, good to see you, Wicked Angel. We don't see you on the live chat often, so that's nice. Maybe just put it on where you can just hear us. And speaking of that, I'll get to that in a second. I just want to make sure I get it. I've been wanting to try the chili and the Mountain Dew hot sauce, but are impossible to find. I have not seen. I'm trying to think. Did Matt do the Mountain Dew hot sauce? He did a Mountain Dew. Was it Mountain Dew? Yeah, I think maybe he did the Mountain Dew sauce. I didn't even hear about that. I haven't seen that, but I think they did that on Reckless Eating. The chili, yeah, you just can't find it. But like I said, Rob Switch found it on eBay, so maybe you can find, if you're willing to pay the money for it, maybe it'll be on eBay. Hopefully, Hormel will get a flood of people saying we want this, and they'll make it a regular product. It's still almost impossible to find the Campbell's cream of bacon soup. If you go to their website, they have a store locator that tells you where they have it, and you go to that store and they don't have it. Janice was lucky enough to find them at Dollar General. I don't know if there's a Dollar General near you. You could check that out for that. But, you know, I've written to Campbell's and they go, oh, well, we're not putting a lot of emphasis behind it. And I'm like, then why'd you make it? Because it's like, it's a great product. So kind of goofy, but it is what it is. Let's review our snacks, shall we? So let's see. I'm going to figure out an order to put these in because I think some of them may be strong tasting, and we'll put those afterwards. So let's do this. The first one we're going to do is the brand is called Bandi Foods, and the product is farmer cheese, and it says farmer cheese dessert premium with vanilla and raisins. And I'm thinking like cheese with vanilla and raisins. So, you know, I did a little bit of research on what farmer cheese is, and farmer cheese is pressed cottage cheese. So cottage cheese, I don't know that I suppose you could eat cottage cheese for a dessert. I'm used to having it for breakfast, but you know, I've had cottage cheese with fruit in it before. Absolutely. So basically, what this is it's a pressed cottage cheese, and I'm supposed to get the moisture out, but it really feels like soft and squishy, and I don't know if there's a lot of moisture in there, but we'll find out. So we'll probably eat that first. It's vanilla and raisins. It'll have a nice light flavor, and we'll see about that. Then let's do this. So then after that, oh, who did I miss? Cerealphile. I don't recognize that name, Cerealphile. Are you new to the channel, Cerealphile? Because I haven't seen you before. Or maybe you've been a lurker, so you've been somebody who's watched the live streams, but this is your first time in the chat. Because I don't recognize the name. But everybody, please give a warm and hearty Trippy Food welcome to Cerealphile. Hey, another question. I just got loud there for a second. I did an adjustment on the settings, on the volume settings. I can't tell what it sounds like, but how is the volume to you guys? Is it okay? Because I remember last live stream when I got loud, there was some distortion. I just want to make sure that there's no distortion here, and that I didn't put it so low that you can't hear me. What do you guys think? Please tell me. Did you see the link here from oh, okay. Oh, apparently, Tom, you know Cerealphile. Okay. Cottage cheese with fruit and honey. Never had it with honey. I suppose that would work. I'm trying to remember if it was somebody famous used to put ketchup on their cottage cheese. You know, and I don't judge. I'm not a ketchup kind of person. I could picture Matt doing that. But ketchup on cottage cheese, that was a thing. And I just never got that. But yeah, some people do that, I think. Hey, Julie in the room. Everybody say hello to Julie. Julie, good to see you. Julie is actually lives in I was going to say the Boston area. It's kind of a little bit out of Boston, but in Massachusetts. And they got smacked by that big storm. How many other people? I know Tom was telling me that they got a lot of snow. Oh, Doodle in the room. Everybody's here now. Hey, Doodle. Tom was telling me that they got some snow in Colorado, but it wasn't that same storm or that same front that hit the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic states and everything. So I don't know how many of you are out there in that area, and how many of you got socked with snow. They were some places they said up to 2 feet. I think Julie was telling me they got maybe like 8 inches of snow in her area and everything. But how many other people out there in the Northeast or in the Mid-Atlantic states and everything got socked with that big storm, and how much foot you got? Oh, you got almost 2. Julie, you were telling me for some reason that you only got like 8 inches of snow. I don't. Did I miss something? I missed something there. Yeah. Oh, we don't need to shovel sunshine in Arizona. Well, but if you go up to like Flagstaff gets snow. I've been in Flagstaff around Christmas time when they've had like a foot of snow on the ground. So, you know, Flagstaff, maybe it's a higher altitude or something, but yeah, I've had snow in Flagstaff. So there are some places in Arizona, certainly not where you are, Stoner. Not a lot of snow. That was on one side. Oh, 8 inches on one side of the house, 2 feet on the other. That's funny. That is too funny. We live on a hill. Oh, this is Doodle. For anybody who's new, this is Doodle. Doodle is a star in his own right. Doodle is going to take over the channel. Most people just want to see Doodle, and they could care less about me. So, like, I could put his cute little mug on the camera for you know, an hour or so, and look at him, look at my face. Isn't he adorable? But this is Doodle. Say hi, Doodle. Doodle, over there. Say hi. That's hi. I'm going to take that as him saying hi. So, all right, Doodle. You know what? We might have some snacks that you can eat. You can't have raisins, so I can't give you any of the farmer's cheese. We'll have to see. I'll have to see if he can give you any of the snacks, okay? So just here, I'm going to put your little bed right here, and you can chill out with us in here. How's that? And then if you want, I'll pick you up again later, and we'll put you back on camera. Doodle in the room. Where was I? Oh, we were talking about snacks. Okay, we did one. We're on to number 2. The brand is called Krambals. Krambals. It sounds like something that you do. We'll leave it there. New recipe. I didn't have their old recipe, so I don't know if this is an improvement. Natural ingredients, and this is bruschetta. And bruschetta, I think bruschetta, the translation of bruschetta is little toast. I think. I'm pretty sure. And that's what this is little toasts. But the flavor sounded interesting. It's forest mushrooms and butter. Where did I get these? I think I got these at John's, which is a Eastern European, Middle Eastern market, grocery store, actually, not just a market. But forest and mushrooms and butter. That sounded really good. So we're gonna try these. My great dear friend. Oh, so you guys know each other. Okay, cool. I'm in Phoenix, but work in Scottsdale. Yeah, we're gonna do when things get better and we can travel and it's safe. We're gonna do a trip out to Arizona because there's a bunch of stuff out in Arizona that I want to do, especially Quartzsite. I don't know if you guys have been to, you Arizonians had been to Quartzsite, but Quartzsite is this quirky, crazy place. Unfortunately, we would have liked to have gone back. We did a Trippy Food blog blog article on Quartzsite. And when we went out there, we met with the naked bookstore guy. And unfortunately, he passed away. I think maybe it was earlier this year or late last year, but he passed away. So, you know, I don't know if they're still doing the bookstore. I don't know if the bookstore's still open. I don't know if they have a new naked guy or something, but he was he was probably the most prominent, quirky resident of Quartzsite. And so, like I said, we're going to do Quartzsite. There's some stuff in Tucson, I think, that we're going to do. We would have done the big unit at Alice Cooperstown, which is a 22-inch sausage, but Alice Cooperstown closed, so we can't do that. But we'll have some stuff to do. We'll be doing more road trips and everything when it's acceptable to do that. Right now, it's just not safe, so can't do that. All right, and I didn't see anybody talk about the volume. Let me know. Is the volume okay? Is it, you know, when I talk loud, are you getting distortion, or is it not loud enough because I set the settings low? So let me know, please. Good afternoon, Val. Good afternoon, something cool. Welcome to the room. Welcome back to the room. Yeah, I've been to Alice Cooperstown too, Wicked Angel, but unfortunately they're closed. And I did. I think there were 6 of us, and we got the big unit. Now the funny thing about Alice Cooperstown is usually when they have some gimmicky thing like the big unit, it's not as good as the rest of their food. In this particular case, it was the opposite. The big unit was really, really good, and the rest of the food was just so-so. It was okay, you know. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. And there was again, there were 6 of us, and the 6 of us could not finish this 22-inch sausage. I mean, I suppose if I've had foot-long hot dogs. It's 22-inch hot dogs is like 2 footlongs maybe. I suppose I could do that. I could do that if it was just me and they didn't have all those toppings on it, because it was like completely covered with toppings and stuff. But it is no more. There is a place in Connecticut. I can't remember the name of the place. I'll have to look that up. There was a place in Connecticut that does. I think they do a 2-foot-long hot dog as well. Next time we get back to New England, we'll check that out. We'll do that. Volume is fine, Val. Well, thank you, Wicked Angel. If I talk loud like this, does it get distorted? Let me know. I thought the sausage was awesome. It was really good. It really, really was good. It was exceptional. And so Again, I had planned on doing a Trippy Food episode there, as well as the blog article I did. I was going to do a Trippy Food episode, but alas, it is no more. So, Doogie's in Berlin, Connecticut. Thank you, Something Cool. You're absolutely right. So yeah, next time we're out there, we will go to Doogie's and we'll do that 2-foot-long hot dog. So, it doesn't get distorted. Perfect. Sounds like we got it all worked out, all smoothed out. Perfect. All right, we were doing the snacks. We did the farmer cheese. We did the bruschetta. Let's see. We got sweet and salty. Let's do sweet. So we have this, which I thought looked interesting. The brand is Marinela, and they are part of Bimbo, not Bimbo, Bimbo, which is a huge Latin American food company. And I'm not sure if Barritas is the product or a separate company underneath Marinela, which is underneath Bimbo. I don't know. But piña is definitely pineapple. And these are pineapple-filled cookies. However, they are artificially flavored. They look interesting because they look soft. So I just thought they looked interesting. Pineapple-flavored cookies, artificially flavored. There's 2 packs in there. That's okay. So we'll try these. And then last and certainly not least is the is what I'm going to say is salty. I think it's going to be salty, but I don't know. It is the brand is Sardina, and the product is sea bass and sea bream pâté. So I don't think it is blended fish. I'm thinking it's fish liver. Let's see if we can see anything here that tells us what it is. Ingredients: cooked meat of sea bass and sea bream. No, it's meat. So it's the fish meat. That's really weird because usually a pâté is a liver. It's made from liver, and I would thought they would use the liver of these fish, but apparently it's the fish itself. It's a really unusual, strange product: sea bass and sea bream pâté with truffles. With truffles, I thought that was going to have a particularly strong taste, and that's why I put that one last. So those are our snacks. Those are our snacks. Let's see. They're classic here in Mexico. Not my favorite, but definitely a classic. Your Cerealphile, you're talking about the Barritas piña, the pineapple cookies, right? I think, yeah. Okay. We bought some of those cookies to eat with you. Oh, perfect. Awesome, Janice. So when we open those up, you can eat them too. And had I known, we could have done a collaboration. That would have been fun. All right, so let's go on to our beverages. So let's see what order I'm going to put these in. I'm going to put these in from mild to stronger. So the first one is weird, and you'll see why I mean weird in a second. The brand is Simple Truth, which I think is a Kroger brand. It's like the organic Kroger brand, and the the product is called Splish, and this is watermelon flavored water beverage. So basically, it sounds like watered down watermelon juice, but I don't even think it's watermelon juice because if that's as clear, you would expect watermelon juice is going to have some red tint to it. So I don't know. Maybe they extract the flavor from the watermelon and then add it to water, which is dumb. But it is what it is. So it's watermelon flavored water beverage. It is not sparkling. And it's 0 calories. There's no sweetener in it or anything. With other natural flavors. I wonder what those natural flavors are. Let's see if it says ingredients: water, organic, natural flavor, organic. They don't say, organic lemon juice concentrate. That's weird. Why advertise something as watermelon flavored water? You don't put a picture of the lemon on there, but you add lemon juice to that. So that's really weird. But anyways, we're going to do this one first, just because I think it's a flavored water. How strong can that be? Then I think maybe, let's do this one next, only because it's not, the last one is carbonated, and we'll do that one last because, carbonation kind of like seals the deal for you. Do you know they make a watermelon crush pop now? I do now. Thank you. Oh, Cerealphile, you're from Mexico? Are you in Mexico now, or are you originally from Mexico, Cerealphile? You should do an episode on Dollar Tree steaks. I did an episode on Dollar Tree steaks. Did you not? Oh, it's old. It's probably maybe 4 years old. But go and do a search on the website for Dollar Dining, and we do the dollar ribeye. I'm not going to say anything. Just go out there and check out the episode. I did an episode on the dollar ribeye. So that was like maybe 4 years ago or something. If they got some other kind of steak or something, maybe we'll do another one. We'll check it out. Doodle back in the room again. Here comes Doodle. Hi, Doodle. How you doing? Bacon in the room. Did I miss that? Hey, no, you're not too late, Bacon. We're just reviewing the beverages right now. We haven't even started eating the snacks yet, so we don't have to get caught up that way. That's fine. I'm like doing the show with one hand and petting Doodle with the other. So he's kind of needy like that. Puts his hands up on my hand like, don't take your hand away. Pet me, please. Yes, in Mexico now and from Mexico. Cerealophile, I'm glad you said that because I was going to ask you, did you see, this was something that was only in Mexico, and I'm trying to remember, let's see, did I have this written down? I think I did. Bear with me one sec. Yes, Kellogg's in Mexico released a Pan de Muerto cereal for Day of the Dead. So they had a Day of the Dead Pan de Muerto cereal. Did you, Cerealophile, did you see that? Did you have access to that? Did you try that? Don't eat the dollar store meat. I tried them several times. The steaks, the pork chops, so bad. Bacon, again, we did an episode. We already got it. We already did it. We already took one for the team. So check it out. It's an older episode, and I think it's called Dollar Dining. I think we called it Dollar Dining. But we did do the dollar store the dollar ribeye, and it was exactly like what you think a dollar ribeye would be like. Let's see. Dollar store meat is great laxative. Yeah, they put stuff in it. They put stuff in it to make it like swell up and everything. It's weird. Awesome, Val. I'd like to get that cereal. Yeah, I would love to. Wanted to get that cereal for our Day of the Dead episode, but they only sold it in Mexico, and I didn't know anyone in Mexico that had access to it, so I don't know. Oh, Cerealophile, you got that cereal? You made a review of that cereal? I'm going to have to check that out. Cerealophile, do you have a YouTube channel? Because the thing is, a lot of the people that you're going to see on here, obviously you seem to know Food Taster TV already, but a lot of the people who are in this room also have channels. Janice has a channel. Old Guy in Colorado has a channel. Great channels too, by the way. So Cerealophile, if you have a channel, if it's called Cerealophile, let us know and we'll all check that out. Everybody check it out and subscribe, like the videos, give them some love and help them out too. So cool. Dia de los Muertos cereal. Yeah, that's it. I was interested in it. I was interested in if it tasted like Pan de Muerto because we did last year for Dia de los Muertos we did Pan de Muerto. So Alex Pena, a friend of ours who is a baker, he made Pan de Muerto for us. And so I'm just curious if that cereal tasted like Pan de Muerto. So that would be cool. That would really be cool. I do like the Dollar Tree spring rolls. Have not had that. I'll have to check that out. I don't make videos yet. No, Wicked Angel, but a lot of other people do. So, hey, when you start doing videos, let us know. If you're going to do a channel, let us know. I think you should. Cerealophile. Okay, everybody, be sure to check out Cerealophile's channel and show them some love. So, we're a community here, Cerealophile. Should we call you Cerealophile, or do you have another name that you would like us to call you? Otherwise, Cerealophile. On to our second beverage. This is Shaka. That means something, and I can't remember what it is. I learned that when I was in Hawaii. I learned what Shaka means. It's kind of like it's not like a greeting. That's aloha. But it means something else, and it's kind of like the surfers do it a lot. Shaka. Anyways, this is Shaka Tea Hawaii, if you say it the right way, which I never do. And this is Shaka Tea Hawaii, Island Vibes, Mango Hibiscus Tea. There's a lot going on there. It is, I don't know what kind of tea it is. It is a 0%, zero caffeine. So it's not a black tea, obviously, unless it's decaffeinated tea. Could be. This is the thing that cracks me up. It's like 100% plant-based. Right there? 100% plant-based. And I'm thinking to myself, who puts like an animal product in iced tea? Like maybe if you're going to put like, if you're going to do like a Thai or a Vietnamese tea and you're going to put that condensed milk in there, yeah, obviously. but you don't have to look at that bottle to think to yourself, "Oh, I wonder if there's an animal product in there." So it just cracks me up. It says 100% plant-based. Like, all right, even if they put sugar in it, it's still plant-based. So why would a mango hibiscus iced tea be anything but plant-based? I don't. If anybody out there is vegan or even vegetarian, maybe you can explain that to me. Like, why would you have to put that? Maybe I guess just so like a vegan doesn't go. Maybe it has some kind of insect coloring in there, and I don't want that. I don't know. It's just an odd thing. But anyways, that's our other beverage, and our third beverage. Look at this. We're like 1:30 already. We haven't even started eating. But we're yapping. We're having a good time. Are you guys having a good time? I'm having a good time. Our third product. This is interesting. It's called Dang That's Good. Dang, that's good. Dang, That's Good is the product name. And this is butterscotch root beer. Now, obviously, we've had root beer before, right? Everybody's had root beer before. I've never had butterscotch root beer. So I thought that was interesting. I imagine that's going to be ultra sweet because it's butterscotch root beer and it's carbonated. So that's why I put that one last. So Dang butterscotch root beer. And naturally, we need our shot glasses to drink those with because we're going to sample them with shot glasses. The clear one, obviously, we'll use our kind of frosted glass, and this one is from Old Town San Diego. Anybody who's ever been to Old Town San Diego, raise your hand if your electronic hand. We also have this greenish glass from, that's a weird glass. It's kind of like wavy. This is from Lake Tahoe, which, little trivia, Lake Tahoe is the deepest lake in North America. Not in the world, in North America. No, wait, that is not true. It is the second deepest lake in North America and probably in the world. And the deepest is Crater Lake in Oregon. The third glass is another Key West glass, which is good because I broke the last one. So we have another Key West, Florida one. It's really weird because it says Key West in tiny letters up here. But really, if you look at the glass, it's just like Florida in general. So I will drink this and be Florida man once again. Oh, look, they put everything on there. They put the flower, which I guess is orange, maybe. Is that the state flower? There's a whale jumping out of the water. There's some alligators. There's some flamingos. So, yeah, interesting glass. We'll use that as well. Read my question, please, Val. Thank you for letting me know. I skip sometimes, and I don't like to do that. So where is your question? Val, random question. Do you like panettone or ever made it? Because you're Italian, too. Wicked Angel, I don't want to spoil anything, but we are going to feature, for our Christmas episode this year, we are going to, panettone is going to be one of the things that we have. So we're going to do Italian snacks, Italian holiday treats. For our Christmas episode, and panettone is going to feature in there. And we're not just going to eat panettone like it is. I'll leave it at that. It's going to be a special thing. Yeah. Hey, we got one here. I suppose I could open it up and eat it, but that's not the one we're going to use for the episode. We need a bigger panettone for the episode, but we'll see. Yes, I do. I love panettone, and Claudia is addicted to panettone. Claudia has a panettone problem and needs to seek help because she loves panettone. Also, my friend Anshu from Exotic Meat Market, he also loves panettone. I mean, just like, and we will probably at some point in time do a panettone episode because he has, I think it's like 20 or 30 different varieties of panettone. I didn't even know there were that many. But he has them and he's got them on reserve for us and everything. So we will do specifically a panettone episode. I hope that answers your question. And yes, I am Italian too. Oh, Tybalt snuck into the room. Hey, everybody. Hope your weekend is going good as well, Tybalt. Everybody say hello to Tybalt. You've already started. That's how I found out he was in the room. French toast crust is my favorite, and Fruity Pebbles. S'mores was discontinued. I heard it's coming back next year. Wow. And cereal, because your name is Cereal File, I trust you. I trust you on this. I think, no, it wasn't here. But I think on Reckless Eating, I think the question came up where people were talking about what's your favorite cereal, and mine, you're gonna laugh. Mine is shredded wheat. I love shredded wheat. I don't know why. It's just really weird. Okay, read your question. Cereal Files channel is awesome. Her and her husband and her sister do serial reviews together sometimes, and they're likable and good looking. Well, cool. I don't think that's important, but that's cool, and we'll definitely check that out. We'll also give them some love. So had a timeshare in Tahoe, and we'll go almost. We had. I've only been to Tahoe once. We had a timeshare as well. We went up there for about 3 days. Snowed like crazy, so we got snowed in, but it was fun. The restaurants didn't close. We went to the movies. We went up to the I think it was Heavenly. Went up to Heavenly. We didn't ski, but we went up and just kind of played around in the snow and everything. But yeah, Tahoe was a lot of fun. And I think we went to I'm trying to remember. It's like on the Nevada side. They have the casinos, but they don't have casinos on the California side, if I'm not mistaken. And I think we walked over to the Nevada side and we went to the casinos, went to the Hard Rock Cafe and everything. So Tahoe was kind of a fun place. What did I miss? I have a friend named Anshu too. Same Anshu from Exotic Meat Market? Wicked Angel? Maybe. Or maybe it's just a common Indian name. I don't know. I need to make one, panettone. Never heard of it before. Oh, wow. That is, Tom, that is a monumentous, I mean, I doubt it's easy to make a panettone and have it come out good, because really the texture, I don't want to give away too much before we actually do a panettone episode, or before we do the panettone at Christmas, but the texture and the flavor is somewhere between bread and cake. And there's a lot of variety to it. Like some of them have fruit in it, some of them have raisins in it, some of them are just plain. But I imagine it's hard to make. But you know, if anybody can make it, you can. I've seen you, man. I've seen stuff that you do. If anyone can make it, you can. So he is from India. Yeah, I think it is. Anshu is an Indian name. It's probably a common Indian name. Maybe not the same. Maybe we don't know the same Anshu. But I've seen a few eaten, but never imagined how it's made. So I'm ready to see it. Well, Tom, it sounds like you've been challenged. It sounds like you need to make a panettone. I wouldn't even know how to start. But it looks like something that maybe like it has to like rise up. Like it's almost it's light like angel food cake. But you know, not as dense as angel food cake, and not as sugary as angel food cake. So yeah, it's kind of golden. I'm guessing there's egg in there. I'm guessing, but I don't know. But I could open this one up right now, but like I said, I don't want to spoil things for Christmas, so or our panettone episode. So we'll leave it at that. We're not going to open that up. Snowboard at Heavenly all the time. Amazing view on top of the mountain. Yeah, there is. Absolutely. You can see for hundreds of miles in all directions. Nevada has casinos and California doesn't. It's funny. Well, it's not that it's funny. It's just that, you know, Nevada is known for its casinos and California is iffy about it. So I imagine if they had Native Americans running it, they could have a casino in on the California side, but they don't. So my auntie lives back east, where I was born and raised, Detroit, Michigan. Wicked Angel, what would you say is something unique to Detroit? Like, because every city has their own unique cuisine and everything. What is unique to Detroit that's something that would be funky and trippy from Detroit? See what I did after the stream. Okay, enough. We're at 1:38. Let's see, I covered all the beverages, covered all the snacks, right? I am waiting for the Cassandra, and do not see the Cassandra. I would hate to start without her, but I think we're going to have to. We'll do the cards, and then she can jump in when she gets here. How's that? I think that's fair. But hopefully, we'll see her. All right, so we will start with our snacks. And again, we were going to start with our farmer cheese dessert. They have to say it's a dessert. I don't know why. I guess maybe some people see this in the store. They can't see what it looks like, and it says farmer cheese. They think it's cheese for like putting on a sandwich or cooking with or something, and it's obviously not. They even show you a little picture of it in a bowl with, what are those, grapes? It has raisins in it, but they're showing you grapes. It's kind of weird. It's not like it says serving suggestion, but you know, we're going to start with that. So we will start with a card in the Cassandra's honor. And like I said, she can join us when she comes in. Lake Tahoe economy was destroyed when the Indian casinos opened in Northern California. It was really sad to see the town slowly die. Still love Tahoe, but it's a shadow of stormers. Tybo, are you talking about the Nevada side? The casinos suffered on the Nevada side, or you're talking about in general the whole of Lake Tahoe on both Nevada and California side? About to get on the highway, so I'll just be listening. Have a good weekend, everyone. Stoner, I'm glad you mentioned that. We are working on doing a podcast. We'll probably do podcast. We'll probably do a podcast like on Monday. We'll do one a week. We'll see how it goes. And the podcast, even though we will have video on it, the idea of the podcast is that it will be something that you can listen to without having to watch it. And so anytime we talk about food or anything like that, we'll get descriptive. So on the audio, and we won't actually show food. We'll talk about food and food and travel. And then there'll be something that you can actually drive in your car and listen to. And I think we're probably maybe talking about doing a half an hour, maybe extend it to an hour. We'll see how it goes. We'll do some interviews and things on the lines. So we are going to do that soon, relatively soon. We'll start that. In general, the whole area was hurt by the Nevada. Yeah, I imagine it would be. A podcast, sign me up. Well, something cool. You can sign up once we do it. So hopefully in the works. I've been talking to some people who host podcasts about how we're going to do that and everything. We will do that. We're going to do that very soon. So our first card, for those of you who are new to the channel, the Cassandra, who is, I'm getting the audio and video sync, so sync issues. So I'm hoping you don't see that. That's okay. The Cassandra, who is one of our viewers, subscribers, I think the Cassandra, they maybe, love these cards, and we do these trivia cards. It is food and drink ultimate foodie quiz cards. And some of these are not ultimate foodie quiz questions. Some of them are like really, really simple, and I don't know why they ended up in there. But some of them are really good. And so she got us to where we ask one before we do a snack or a beverage. We ask a trivia question, and we just kind of let it sit there. Everyone throws it out there. If you are new, keep in mind it's okay it's not cheating if you look it up. We don't care. If you know what it is, throw it out there. If you want to take a guess, throw it out there. And if you want to look it up and then put it out there, do that too. We'll do that too. But either way, it's just a fun thing, and we all learn. That's my thing. So our first question. No, I'm not going to ask that. That's just, I'm sorry. Like I said, some of them are just like so ridiculously easy that it's not worth even asking the question. So let's do this one. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. So here we go. Wicked Angel, the question was, Guinness beer was first brewed in which country? I don't think there's anybody that doesn't know that. Let me know if that's the case. But I think everybody knows where Guinness comes from. Okay, so here's another one. If you ask for a 99, you are ordering from where? A chippy, which is a fish and chip shop. B, an ice cream van. Or C, a pub. Again, the question is, if you ask for a 99, you are ordering from where? A fish and chip shop. B, an ice cream van. Or C, a pub. We'll let this one simmer on the back burner for a moment, and we'll go on to our first snack. So we are going to try Bandi Foods Farmer Cheese Dessert. And I brought a handy dandy bowl because I'm thinking this is going to be like a wet mess. XXX Studios in the room. Everybody say hello to XXX Studios. Okay, it's a package in a package. So here's the first package, and here, ooh, yep, that's what I thought. It's a little drippy. I think that liquid is referred to as whey. Whey, W-H-E-Y, whey. Whey? Whey? That's fine. No, whey. Whey. This is a soggy mess. Sorry, Doodle. It's got raisins in it. I can't. Poor Doodle. Okay. It looks a little bit like cream cheese. But again, let's see, you can get that into some place where the light doesn't wash it all out. There we go. Yeah, it looks a little bit like cream cheese, and I'm guessing it has a very, very high moisture content. And again, that's not an earthquake. That's just me hitting the desk. And again, what it is basically pressed cottage cheese. So let's give this a try. Yes, Tybalt Doodle is around. He smells food. Hang on a second. Come here, Doodle. Down here. Somebody wants to say hi. Here you go, Tybalt. It's Doodle! Doodle in the room! Hi, Doodle. I know. I can't give that to you. It has raisins in it, and raisins aren't good for you. I'm sorry. Here we go. We'll just try this with a spoon. Doodle, I'm sorry. I can't. You can't. I don't want you to get sick. Got a nice spoonful with some raisins in it. Look at the way it sticks to the spoon. There was a lot of moisture in there, but now it's kind of like sticky. It's really sweet. It's a little bit like cream cheese. Maybe it doesn't have that, like, it's not as intensely flavored as the cream cheese. I definitely taste the vanilla in here. The raisins are kind of sparse in there. It's sweet. The texture is almost like a whipped cream cheese. This is really weird. When that liquid came out, there's not a lot of liquid to it after that liquid came out. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a thumbs up. Farmer cheese. Bandi brand farmer cheese dessert. And it's funny because now that liquid is all over the desk. Luckily, we have napkins because, you know, we anticipate disaster here. There we go. All taken care of. And I'm so sorry, Joe. Did he leave? Looks like he left. Okay. He's got some food out there anyway, so. Would you spread it on a bagel? I would spread it on a bagel. That would be nice on a bagel, I think. What would I do with that? I might bake with that. I might put that in something, like bake it into something. I think it would be good. I think it would be good like that. Like, you know, as a filling for something. Maybe filling for a donut, maybe. Oh, it's pretty good. It's good. So if you get a chance, check it out. Big thumbs up. I can't speak for other brands. This is the first time I've had that farmer cheese, so I can't speak for other brands. But yeah, it's good, and I can see why they call it desserty, because it's really sweet. So let's go back to our card. The question was, if you ask for a 99, hello, Chief, missed it by that much. If you ask for a 99, you are ordering from where? A, a fish and chip shop, B, ice cream van, or C, a pub? And the answer is ice cream van. And I think everybody said ice cream. Lynn 801 said ice cream. Janice said ice cream. Tom said ice cream. Wicked Angel said hi, Zack Attack. Wicked Angel said LOL bacon, but she was talking to bacon, not saying it was bacon. That's fine. Yeah, everybody was absolutely right. It's ice cream. An ice cream van. You would get it out of an ice cream van. I know 99 is from an ice cream van. I know what a push-up is from an ice cream van. I know what a Nutty Buddy is from an ice cream van. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when you're passing by. Okay. I did not say ice cream. What is a 99? Something cool. What did you say? Oh, you said I don't know, a pub. What is a 99? I don't know what a 99 is. Somebody look that up for me, please. I mean, I could do it too, but I don't want to, like, you know, we got to get going here. We're like an hour and 45 minutes in, an hour and 49 minutes technically in. We get stuff to eat and drink. So let's do our first beverage. Our first beverage again is Simple Truth, which I believe is a Kroger organic brand. It doesn't say organic, but I think most of the stuff that they do is organic. And this is Splish watermelon flavored water beverage. Bizarre. It's a watermelon flavored beverage with lemon concentrated lemon juice in it. And this is just weird from the get-go. It's not red, which it should be if it's a watermelon. I don't know. It just, I saw this, I thought it was weird. I thought we'd try it. I'm going to put this in our frosted Old Town San Diego glass. That's a little weird. A little, I don't know if you can see that, a little jalapeno with eyes and a smile, wearing a Mexican hat, sombrero. Doodle, Doodle, don't eat that. He pulled this out of the trash. That's not good for you. That's why I didn't give it to you. Don't eat that. He licked it clean. It's probably okay because he didn't get any of the raisins. I just worry about the raisins being in it. Doodle, leave that alone. I noticed, yes, it is a whole nother show, and we are a family channel here. He is Bob. He is a trash picker. That is true. Somebody was on one of the videos. I think it was the last one we did, whichever that one was. Somebody left a comment and says, "Feed that doggy," and I responded and I said, he knows how to steal food. He is a food thief. When we did several episodes with Matt, and I think both times he managed to steal some of Matt's food, so he's really good. A 99 flake ice cream, or more commonly a 99 or 99, is an ice cream cone made with soft serve ice cream, into which a flake bar is an. I don't know what a flake bar is. That's the thing I have to figure out. What is a flake bar? Okay, yeah, exactly, something cool. I need to look up. If you do, look up what a flake bar is. Let us know, please. And welcome, Bob. I did not, REA Junior Music, for those who don't know, Bob. So that's why I'm saying Bob. That's Bob. Welcome, Bob. Bob Julie is in the room too, or was. I hope she still is. I have not. She's very quiet. And I'm on live chat, so I would know if she did something. Anyways, we're going to do our watermelon, Simple Truth Splish watermelon flavored water beverage. So, see, Wicked Angel, that's why we go with Bob. It's better than REA, I think, but that's okay. Flake is a British brand of chocolate bar manufactured by British chocolate company Cadbury. Oh, it's Cadbury. That makes sense. Consisting of thinly folded milk chocolate. Now that sounds good. I'm going to make that. If I can't find it, I will make it. Maybe it's a British thing. Maybe it's from a British ice cream van. Okay, so we're going to do this. Doodle, I'm sorry. I know. Look at it. He's like. But sorry, you can't have that. It's in the trash. Don't eat that. So we'll do a question. And we'll open this bottle, and we'll see what that's all about. So the question is, let's see. Do we want to do this question? Yes, that's a good question. Okay. The question is, on what vegetable did an ancient Egyptian place his right hand on when taking an oath? Again, the question, on what vegetable did an ancient Egyptian place his right hand on when taking an oath? And again, back burner, let that simmer. And we'll go on to our beverage. Our first beverage, everybody. Dude, I'm sorry. You can have that. That doesn't have sugar in it. It's just watermelon and water, but you don't like water. He doesn't drink much. Ooh, eggplant is a good guess. I would think eggplant is a nice big vegetable. Well, the Italian eggplants, the Asian eggplants, not so much. They're only little round things. Bacon, it would not be a potato because potatoes originally originated in South America, and then didn't make their way to Europe and Africa and Asia until probably the late 1500s, because they were brought back by the Spanish. So it would not be a potato. All right, here we go. Again, it's clear, so we don't really care to see it in the glass. Cheers. I don't know why they specify they put lemon juice concentrate in there. You can't taste lemon in there. Yeah, bacon. South America does have hundreds of types of potatoes because that's where they originated in South America, in the mountain areas in Peru. I don't know. I mean, like, it's not carbonated. That might be a help. It's just like it really tastes like somebody ran a hose through a watermelon that had already been eaten. So like maybe like somebody eaten the watermelon and they ran a hose through it. That's really what this tastes like. So like the watermelon is just a hint. It's just an idea of watermelon, but that's it. It's not like it's like watermelon infused. It's not like the taste of watermelon just like, you know, kicks you in the face. It's just not. It's not all that. So I'm gonna give this one a thumbs down. It's like I said, it really tastes like somebody ran a hose through a watermelon that had already been eaten. It's gonna be a thumbs down for me. Sorry. Would alcohol make it better? No, it would not make it better because all you're tasting is the alcohol with a little tiny hint of a watermelon juice. So if you wanted to do something with alcohol and watermelon juice, I would do this. I would juice a watermelon and make some sort of margarita with a watermelon. I think that would be good. But the podcast, The Sporkful, recently interviewed a food chemist, and she explained what natural flavors were and why they're added. I missed that. I'll have to check that. I'll check that out, though. I'll definitely check that out. Wicked Angel, vodka would not save this, would not help at all. So just wondering about breakfast burrito. Would you rather have tacos or burritos? Well, it depends. I would rather have a if I'm going to have a burrito, I like I don't like I like a burrito as a burrito. Tacos I like as a crunchy taco. I'm not really a big fan of soft tacos because in essence a soft taco is just a tiny burrito. Really, I mean that's all it depends on what you're going to put in it. I mean typically a soft taco is going to have, you know, maybe cheese, tomato, lettuce, some kind of meat, some kind of sauce possibly, and everything. So it's a little bit different, but in some places, what they call like breakfast tacos and stuff, it is a tortilla with everything wrapped up inside it, which is like a tiny burrito. And then I've also had something called burritos, which are so tiny that essentially they're tacos. So there's like soft tacos, kind of in between there. So yeah, rather have a crispy taco or a burrito, but you know, I like them as different animals. I like them both. So it's a homeopathic watermelon. I think so. Okay, so Tom, you think it's a kumquat. Let's see, what was something? I think Bob said onion or eggplant. Lynn said onion. Something cool said celery. Jenna said onion. Did I miss anything? Bacon originally said potato, but I think we just kind of like steered him away from that. Why are these cards stuck together? Okay. The question again was, what vegetable did ancient Egyptians place his right hand on when taking an oath? And the answer is onion. Onion. I did see some onion on there. So yes, it is onion. And they actually say the reason was its round shape symbolizes eternity and strong smell for eternity. So it was onion, in fact. I don't know how Matt Zion eats tacos from Taco Bell. I don't know how people eat tacos from Taco Bell. I certainly don't understand how people eat tacos from Jack in the Box. And if you've ever had the taco from Burger King, so that's tacos. All right. Anyways, we're cruising along here. We are an hour in, and we still got some stuff to do. So what did I say we were going to do second? We were going to do the bruschetta. And bruschetta, again, I think means tiny toast. I'm not sure. This is Krambals brand bruschetta. And the flavor is forest mushrooms and butter, which sounds really, really good. So I'm looking forward to this. Let's ask a card. Here we go. I love onions too, Wicked, but I don't know that I would swear on it. Like imagine if the swearing in of the president on Inauguration Day, they instead of a Bible or a book, whatever book they want, it doesn't have to be a Bible. But imagine if they did it on an onion instead of a Bible. That would be fun. That would be fun. Okay, the question. This is a good one. And our bartender is out there. We'll know this one. Maybe we'll know this one. We'll see. Julie, did we lose you? Are you gone, Julie? Because I'm not seeing you there anymore. I'm seeing no responses from you, Julie. Let us know if you're out there still. The question is, a classic martini is garnished with olives, while a Gibson martini is garnished with what? There are some, I'll give you this. It's a multiple choice. I'll give you those multiple choice. Again, the question, a classic martini is garnished with olives, while a Gibson martini is garnished with what? A, lemon wedges, B, maraschino cherries, or C, pickled onions. Back burner, let that sit, and let's open up our bruschetta. Do you cook with a cast iron pan, Val? Sometimes I cook with a cast iron pan. It depends on what I'm cooking. My favorite thing to cook on right now is this. I think you've seen it in some of the episodes. Like I used it when Tom and I did the Elvis sandwich. It's a flat top grill that's designed for making crepes, but it does an awesome job on things like eggs and like if you're going to do like home fries and stuff like that, it does an awesome job on that. So that's my favorite cooking surface. As far as pans go, I like a cast iron pan. It's hard to get stuff to stick to it, but I guess you have to have it seasoned and you have to use it a lot for it to not stick to it. But I like the way that it has even heat to it on the cast iron pan. So it varies. Would that make the new president cry swearing an onion? A peeled onion, yes, that would. Oh, look at this! Everybody's answering this question. That's good. All right. No smell. Well, these are tiny. I was, usually crostini. I think that's the one that's called tiny toast. I think that's. I don't know if bruschetta is or not, but usually it's about like French bread size. Like about that big around. These are tiny. These are really tiny. Look at these. Look how tiny that is. That's like a bread stick. That's like you use a bread stick for this. It doesn't smell mushroomy. It smells savory. It's salty. Make tiny sandwiches and tiny cups of tea. And we'll invite Tiny Val, who today is wearing the same shirt as me. But I think that's the only shirt in his wardrobe. These are like, they definitely have a butter taste. You can definitely taste the butter, like the butter pow, It's really strong butter taste. The mushroom taste is a little bit more subtle, and it is salty. It's crunchy, so we got our ASMR there. It's really unique. Again, more butter than mushroom, but still flavorful. It's nice. It's like a crunchy piece of buttered toast with a hint of mushroom. I'm gonna give that a thumbs up. Thumbs up on that. Not bad. Pretty good. Now I got a bag full of them. Oh, and El Marijuano. I was gonna say 209, but it's 209. And what information tells us is this area code 209. So it's El Marijuano 209. Just so everybody knows. And you're watching on a phone. How does it look on a phone? No, I say that. I watch a lot of episodes on my iPhone. A lot of your episodes on iPhone too. So not you, El Marijuano, because I don't think you have a channel. But that's okay. All right, back to the some mini pepperonis in between them. It have to be really mini pepperonis. You could cut a pepperoni in 4 parts and be able to put them on 4 of those. So I dip those in cream of bacon soup. Well, maybe not dip them in cream of bacon soup. Maybe break them apart on top of the cream of bacon soup. That would be good. I think that would be good. I'm watching my iPhone while chilling on the porch. Tybalt, where did you say you were in Arizona? Correct me again, Tybalt, where you said you are located. The question was, a classic martini is garnished with olives, while a Gibson martini is garnished with what? And everybody out there just threw out onion, and you are absolutely correct. Somebody, Lynn801 said silver skin onion, so he was very specific. I don't even think we're going to get that specific. The answer is pickled onions. And you didn't say pickled. It's okay, though. It's okay. They're pickled onions, but I'm gonna accept onion. It doesn't have to be pickled. Looks good, the size of my palm. It's the size of Tiny Val's palm. What are you talking about? Yeah, Tom, they are really, really tiny, really small. I'm from Northern California near Napa. Oh, okay, Title. Nice area. Beautiful area up there. I love that. I love that area. So I think there's some cool stuff to do there. I think once we start traveling again after this COVID thing, or we get inoculated, which would be fun, I think we're due for a trip up that way. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff to do up there. There's the California's Old Faithful. I think that's in Calistoga. There's a geyser up there. And they also have a smaller version of a petrified forest. They have a petrified forest in Calistoga as well. So a lot of fun stuff to do up in that area. Okay, my favorite onion bacon, Vidalia. Oh yeah, Vidalia is well. Vidalia onions are the reason they have an eating contest is because Vidalia onions are sweet, so it's not like you don't have that tearing and that strong bite that like a white onion would have. Vidalia onions are sweet, so I can see why they did. It's sort of like valley lemons from the Rio Grande Valley. There's almost like orange sweet, and so like you could eat a lemon just like eating without that pucker. So yeah, I can see that. Yes, Vidalia onions are sweet onions. Correct, Janice. So much to do in the Bay Area. So crowded and so expensive nowadays. It was a great place to grow up in the 90s. Yeah, I love the Bay Area. I really do. I think I think we do have some episodes there. I know we did Lombard Street. We have an episode that we did on Lombard Street. I think we maybe did one or two other ones in the Bay Area as well. I can't recall offhand, and I need to do some more. Like for instance, Tybalt. I am trying. I don't know if you're familiar with Tommy's Joint, but Tommy's Joint has been around for like over 100 years. It's really low key, kind of eclectic inside, but old, dusty. But their specialty is their bison stew. And they make the bison stew as a sandwich and everything. It's really, really good. We've been trying to get in there, but they won't let us film there. And they keep telling us that we have to contact management to film in there, and management doesn't respond to us. So I think the next time we're going to do is we'll get one of those sandwiches and we'll just eat it outside, which is what everybody's doing now anyway. So that's fine. All right, we did snack, beverage, snack. Time for another beverage. And let's ask another card. Where is the Cassandra? And we did lose Julie because obviously she has not responded. And I'm on live chat, not on top chat. So, have you been to Morro Bay, Val? Yes, I've been to Morro Bay. The episode that we did, the Central California road trip episode that we did, we just didn't get quite that far. So I mean, it ended up being like a 30-minute episode anyways. We didn't get quite that far. We still want to do like San Simeon, Morro Bay, stuff like that. So it is cool. And I have taken the Alcatraz tour. I have done that as well. I don't know. Would you think an Alcatraz tour would be a good Trippy Food episode? If you do, let me know. And then when we go up to the Bay Area, we'll actually do that. Let us know. Okay, another question, because we're going to do another beverage. The question is, what is a mycophile? M-Y-C-O-P-H-I-L-E. And it is not a cereal file. It is a mycophile. What is a mycophile? The answer is A, wine connoisseur, B, a person who hunts wild game, or C, an edible mushroom hunter. Again, the question is, what is a mycophile? A, wine connoisseur, B, a person who hunts wild game, or C, an edible mushroom hunter. We'll put that on the back burner and let that simmer while we try our next beverage, right? Beverage. Yes. Okay. We are going to do the Shaka mango hibiscus tea. 0 caffeine, 0 calories, 100% plant-based. Again, I'm still waiting. If anybody, do we have any vegans in the room? Do we have any vegans? Vegans might not like an episode where or the place where we talk about all kinds of food, including meat. Maybe they don't. Maybe they find it interesting. I don't know. But do we have vegans out there? I think who is it? It used to be Pork Chop Express. I don't know if he was a vegan or vegetarian. I think, but I don't know if we have vegans out there. I just want somebody to explain this whole thing to me about how a mango hibiscus iced tea would have to put 100% plant-based on it. I thought that'd be a given. So we are going to put this in our green Lake Tahoe glass because you can see what it looks like already. Carnivore here, yeah. Well, actually, Wicked, I don't know that you could really be classified as a carnivore. A carnivore is something that eats only meat, nothing else. Like a cat. A cat is a carnivore. Cats typically don't eat anything else. Dogs are omnivores. They eat mostly meat, but they also eat some vegetation as well. And us human beings, by default, are omnivores, although a large group of us choose not to be omnivores and choose to be herbivores, or as they like to call it, vegan. So, El Marijuano, would you think it would a trip to Alcatraz would be a good Trippy Food episode? It was kind of the question, so let me know. If you think so, we'll do that. Here we go. Yeah, Wicked, the reason that you didn't know that is because a lot of vegans like to refer to omnivores as meat eaters. And the thing is while that's somewhat true because we eat meat, we also eat vegetables and plants as well. So we are something or an animal, which we are, that eats plants and animals is an omnivore, and that's what we are. We're by nature omnivores. A carnivore eats nothing but meat, and so that's why there's probably some confusion in that, because like a lot of vegans like to call the rest of us carnivores. We're not carnivores. We're omnivores. Do they serve food there? They do not. But maybe I can sneak in I don't know. I'm trying to remember if they had like a snack bar or someplace where you could buy snacks. But maybe if I did do an episode that I would bring something like something that would be like prison food. Maybe that would be a fun thing. You know, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or whatever it is that they give you in prison. I haven't been in prison, so not sure what they serve there. We'd like to do a prison food episode too. That would be good, I think. Val, if you do the Alcatraz tour, you should do the tour of the USS Pampanito sub. I've done the tour of the USS Pampanito sub. I've been on the Pampanito. That's on Fisherman's Wharf, or like just off Fisherman's Wharf, the Pampanito. That's an interesting tour as well. Yeah. I think it's closer to Fisherman's Wharf than Pier 39. Pier 39 is where you go to see the seals. All the seals, I'm sorry, I think they're California sea lions. I don't think they're seals. But they're all out on the piers at Pier 39, and people just go there just to see all the seals. Sea lions, sorry again. Okay, here we go. This is, again, Shaka Tea Hawaii Mango Hibiscus Tea. Wow. Well, maybe they're calling it mango hibiscus tea because it's not made with black tea. Because it doesn't taste, I'm not getting that tea taste. I'm not getting that black tea taste. The mango and the hibiscus, oh wow, what is that flavor? Is that mango? Or is that the combination of mango and hibiscus together? Because it's a really unique flavor. It's a sweet flavor, and at the same time, it's a cool flavor. And I'm glad that it's not, I typically don't drink my iced tea sweetened, so I'm kind of glad that they don't sweeten it. And I'm glad that they don't use artificial sweetener like stevia, because that always gives a chemical taste to whatever it is. So this is really, really nice. It's not like it doesn't need to. It's sweet from the mango, I believe. They don't add sugar. Some vegans won't eat sugar because of the way it is made. How is it made? Do they run it through a cat? That's weird. Maybe the artificial chemical flavors. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I like this. I don't know that I would give it like it's not like when you drink an iced tea and you get that tea flavor, that really, really strong tea flavor is not here. This is really subtle. There's a sweet, there's kind of an odd sweetness to it, like a fruit sweetness to it, and not a sugar sweetness to it. It's not as bitter as some like iced teas that you get. It's not as bitter as some iced teas. The flavor of the hibiscus and the mango, I think that like there's that tartness is from the hibiscus, and the sweetness is from the mango, and they just like they're subtle and they play really well together. So they kind of blend to create almost like this new flavor, and it's I think ice cold would be really, really refreshing. That's good. I'm gonna give that a thumbs up, thumbs way up on that. Shaka mango hibiscus, Shaka Tea Hawaii mango hibiscus tea. Nice. All right, that's a keeper. What did I miss? Vegetarians would eat milk, eggs, or cheese, and maybe fish. No, they wouldn't eat fish. If you were to eat fish, you would be a pescatarian. And I've never understood that, like why somebody is a pescatarian, because they eat fish, and like maybe because they think well, fish aren't sentient creatures, or fish don't have large brains. Fish don't. I never understood the whole thing about why fish and not like why a fish and not a chicken. Never made sense. But you know that a lot of people are, and that's why they have a name for it, pescatarians. So kind of weird. If you ever make that the Bay Area again, go to the Petaluma. There is an amazing World War II museum that is all donated called Military Antiques and Museum in Petaluma. Interested. Also, Tybalt, I don't know if they give tours of it, but somewhere in the Bay, and I can't remember what city that's in, is the Mothball Fleet, which is basically all the these big ships that that are set there for retrofitting or dismantling or whatever, and you just look out there and you see all these like warships and cargo ships and everything that are just out there in the bay, and all assembled. I'm trying to remember where that is. That's out there somewhere. Tybalt. The other thing we did that I remember that we did in San Francisco is we went to Musée Mécanique, which is on Fisherman's Wharf. Musée Mécanique is a it's a place that it's like an arcade, but they have very, very, very old machines. And some of them are like, they're not games per se, but you just like, that makes things move, things that sing, stuff like that. So that was one of our other episodes, was Musée Mécanique in on Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco. So that's a fun place too. Scientists think that fish can't feel pain. It's up for debate again. Yeah, they're animals, and like when you pull them out of the water and they're trying to breathe but can't because there's no water going over their gills and they're suffocating, they don't look like they're not feeling pain. They look like they're suffering. So and you have to be willing to eat that if you eat fish, I think. So fish are smart. I saw the amazing Mr. Limpet movie. Yeah, they talk too. Ladyfish, she talked. And she didn't even fall in the water and turn into a fish. So that was a good movie, though. I like Don Knotts movies. My favorite, like somebody was asking me what my favorite Halloween movie, Ghost and Mr. Chicken. I love Don Knotts movies. I don't know if I saw. I'm trying to remember if I saw a Don Knotts movie that I didn't like. I know that he was in something like more recent. He's been dead for almost 10 years, I think. He was in something more recent where he played a TV repairman. It was that episode where these two kids went into an alternate reality in TV land to like a 1950s TV show, and Don Knotts was like a TV repairman that kind of got them into that. I think I'm trying to remember who was in it, but somebody, if you know what that movie was. Don Knotts is this TV repairman, and he gets these kids who watch a lot of TV to go into this 1950s show, and they have to try to get used to life in an artificial 1950s world. Somebody tell me what that movie was. I can't remember the name of the movie. Yes, Benicia Bay, Tybalt, you're right. The Mothball Fleet. I don't think they give tours of it. I think they even like make you stay away. Like if you go out there on a boat, I think they try to keep you away from those ships and everything, but it's interesting to see, at least from the highway, going up that way. What is your favorite Christmas movie? Christmas Story is a good one. I like Elf. I'm probably going to say Christmas Vacation is probably my favorite Christmas story, because it's like, even though in Christmas Story, a lot of hell breaks loose, a lot of negativity and hell breaks loose, it's not as bad as Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation is like, Clark, it could be worse. Worse? How could it be worse? We're on the threshold of hell. So I think, yeah, Christmas Vacation is probably one of my favorite Christmas movies. Okay, we did Beverage. Time for another snack. So, and let's read the answers to the last card. What is a mycophile? I didn't see anybody answer that question. Let's see. Did I miss that? Did I miss people answering that? Oh, no, there it is. Yes. So the question was, what is a mycophile? And the answers were a wine connoisseur, a person who hunts wild game, an edible mushroom hunter. The answers that people were throwing out were C. Something Cool said C, a edible mushroom hunter. Bacon says, oh, it has to be mushrooms, or shrooms, as Bacon would say. Janice said Mushroom Hunter, and I think that's it. Did I miss anybody? I don't know if I missed anybody, but you are all correct. It is, in fact, the Cassandra just snuck in the room. The Cassandra, have you been here for a while, or did you just come in? Because we've been reading the cards, and we mentioned your name. You must have heard your name. Your ears were burning. We mentioned your name. We said we missed you. We were doing the cards anyways, so we're doing the cards. And a mycophile is somebody who hunts for edible mushrooms. The word comes from the Greek mykes, meaning fungus, and philos, meaning loving. So there we go. We all learned something. Well, I learned something. I didn't know that. But welcome. Yes, Tybalt, you're absolutely right. Welcome back, Cassandra. The Cassandra. It's the Cassandra. Don't leave the out. That's what differentiates her from other Cassandras. All right, we did a beverage. Time for another snack, and then our last beverage, and then we'll figure it out from there. And I'm yapping, and we're just like, we're losing time. Janice, what's going on? You're just like, Val, time to do another snack. We are going to do the Sardina brand sea bass and sea bream pate with truffles. A really, really weird thing. Because again, I thought it was the liver. It's not the liver, it's the fish. It is a cooked, wait, hang on a second here. Yeah. Tiny, tiny writing. It is cooked meat of sea bass and sea bream, 35%. Water, vegetable oil, soy protein, whey, potato protein, potato starch, black truffle, 1%, salt, tomato paste, spices, sugar, garlic, dextrose, red onion. Contains sea bass and sea bream, milk. Where's the milk? Soy and barley and celery. I guess that's for people who have allergies. Is there a celery allergy? I don't know. Is there? I don't know that. Let's see. Sorry, we've been interested in what you've been saying. Oh, that's okay. As long as you guys are entertained, as long as I'm including you guys, as long as we're having fun, I don't mind being a little bit slow on this. So I'll leave it up to you guys. But like I said, if I'm yapping and I'm not snacking, just let me know, and we'll get on it. So again, Pop Top. So that's not too bad. Don Knotts movie, Pleasant. Yes, it was, Janice. Thank you very much. Pleasantville. I like that movie. That was a good movie. I think it was like it's kind of like yeah. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just that I enjoyed that movie. It was a good movie. Not because of Don Knotts' performance. I just think it was a good movie in general. There wasn't a lot of explosions and stuff like that, but it was good. To me, it was almost similar in that whole TV theme to the Truman Show, that kind of thing, because you had a mix of reality and TV. Bye, Doodle. Come back and see us sometime. You probably will once you smell this thing. Look at his little face right there. Look at that. His little face looking in the door. He's so cute. Did I ask him that? I didn't ask another question, did I? Did I? I did not. Before opening this, got to ask a question. And the Cassandra, you're here. I expect you to participate. Okay, the question is, no, I'm not going to ask that. That's dumb. What is the production of beer called? Everybody knows that. I think everybody knows that. Yeah, I'll ask this anyways. It's common. You guys should know it, I think, but I'll ask it anyways. What falling fruit supposedly inspired Isaac Newton to write The Laws of Gravity? Again, the question is, what falling fruit supposedly inspired Isaac Newton to write The Laws of Gravity? And Doodle's back. Hi, Doodle. So again, goes in the back burner. Let that simmer a bit, and we're going to open up our sea bream and sea bass pate with truffles. I watch all the Twilight Zones on Thanksgiving. That's an odd time to be watching a Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone would be good on Halloween. The Twilight Zone on Thanksgiving is kind of weird. What is the is it New Year's? Do they usually do the Three Stooges marathons? I don't know if they do that everywhere. And I know it was a big thing in Boston. But I think it was New Year's. On New Year's, they used to do a Three Stooges marathon. I think it was. Bob, do you know? Do you remember that, the Three Stooges marathon? What holiday it was that they did that on? Here's a fun fact. Isaac Newton was featured prominently in Apple's first logo before they switched to the fruit. Yeah, I guess maybe the reason they changed is because nobody knows what Isaac Newton looks like. Let's see. I see the starter saying hi. Oh, okay. So everyone's just getting caught up. That's fine. No, Val, there's no Christmas episode on TZ. Don't know. That's weird. Okay. Here's what it looks like. It looks like a, if anybody has ever seen, I can't get the color in there. What's going on? Hate that. It's like the light is just, see, maybe if I do this, there we go. That'll work. It looks like wood putty. It's the same color, and it looks like maybe the same texture as wood putty. Let's hope it doesn't taste like wood putty. So let's do this. I had this because I thought it was going to be like maybe like cake-like and everything, but it looks like it looks like a semi-solid or semi-fluid maybe. He smells that. Oh, he's just chilling. That's okay. It smells fishy. What is that? It looks like pig brains. No, this is the sea bass and sea bream pate with black truffle. And again, it's made with the fish, not with the fish liver, which is really weird because pate is usually made with liver. Really weird. Here we go. I would think that'd be saltier. How's that texture of a mousse? Not mousse. Hail Marty Mousse. No, not that kind of mousse. Like a dessert mousse, chocolate mousse. How's that texture? A little bit denser than that, a little bit wetter than that. Almost reminiscent of a potted meat. Like the Underwood Devil ham we had last week. It's almost like similar to that. But it's mild. It's not like fishy, like oceany. The black truffle, there's 1% in there. It's not enough to really, have a strong taste or anything like that. That's pretty good. I like that. It'd be nice spread on crackers. It's a nice, pleasant alternate to regular pate, which I think is usually pork-based. I don't know that they make. I think maybe there's like chicken liver pate. You can have that as well. And usually it's like pork liver pate. So it's a nice alternate to that. Again, not a strong taste like you would think it was. It does have the taste of fish is there. Oh, the thumbs up on that. All righty. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Hail Marty Moose. Yeah, not that. You're right, Wicked. Not that mousse. The other mousse. The second mousse. Put it on those tiny garlic toast. Janice, I'm heartbroken that you would think I would forget to make a concoction afterwards. So we're gonna go crazy with a concoction afterwards. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Ed Norton as the Santa. What are we talking about that one? Which one has Ed Norton as Santa? My favorite Edward Norton. I thought you meant Ed Norton, like from The Honeymooners, which was Art Carney. Okay, different Ed Norton. All right, we got that straightened out. So back to our question, and the question was, what falling fruit supposedly inspired Isaac Newton to write the laws of gravity? And everybody said apple, and of course it is apple. It's probably a common question. Everybody probably knew that. Probably did not have to look that up. But if anybody didn't know, now you do. What was that? The Tom Hanks movie, The Da Vinci Code. In the Da Vinci Code, apple was plays a big part in that. I don't want to give too much away if you've never seen it and want to, but that's fine. From the Twilight Zone. Oh, Ed Norton as Santa in the Twilight Zone. Is that the newer Twilight Zone or the old Rod Serling Twilight Zone? Well, I think they've done Twilight Zone 3 times now. So there's the original black and white one with Rod Serling. Then they did another one, maybe about 20 years ago, or maybe a little less. And I think they have a new Twilight Zone now. So I'm not sure which one you're talking about. as far as the Twilight Zone. Which one, Wicked? Which Twilight Zone? The old one. The old one. Okay, Rod Serling. Picture, if you will, the following scenario. We're eating some weird food when all of a sudden, no, whatever. That's where it stops. Okay, so we are going to do our last beverage. So before we do, we are going to ask another question. And the question, there's a new creep show. Which was the one that had, who's the police squad? Leslie Nielsen. That had Leslie Nielsen on it. It was like four separate movies. Also had the one with Stephen King, where the meteor comes down and starts turning everything into plants. So what was that? Was that Creep Show? Was that, I can't remember what that was, but it was like 4 separate episodes. I thought it was Creep Show. I could be wrong. Somebody help me out here. The question is, ooh, that's an interesting question. No, not Naked Gun. I'm sorry. But Naked Gun was actually, I preferred, Naked Gun was based on the Police Squad TV show. And I preferred the Police Squad TV show to Naked Gun, because Naked Gun, they had to stretch it out to movie length. And Police Squad was nice because they could keep it like a TV episode length. And it was a lot, you could pack a lot more funny scenes and jokes into that. So yeah, Police Squad was awesome about bacon. You're absolutely right. The question is, where were fortune cookies in? Oh, Doodle's sleeping. Where were fortune cookies invented? A, America. B, China. Or C, India. So again, where were fortune cookies invented? America, China, or India? We'll let that settle on the back burner, and we'll go to our beverage. And our last beverage is the original. Dang, that's good! Butterscotch root beer, gluten-free. And again, not sure why they have to put gluten-free. I think even if you use wheat in a product like beer, I mean, you put wheat in beer, does it automatically have gluten? I thought gluten was produced when you knead dough, like gluten is produced in dough, but it's not necessarily present in wheat. I could be wrong. That seldom happens, but it's true. Could be wrong. But this is gluten-free. It is not saying that it is vegan. Let's see what the ingredients are. Carbonated water, sugar, natural and artificial flavors, natural brown color. Well, that may be why it's not vegan, because maybe the natural brown color is, nope, don't want to go there. Citric acid and sodium benzoate. To me, that sounds vegan, but you know, I'm not a vegan, so I can't tell you that. I couldn't tell you that. Anyways, dang, butterscotch root beer. Let's go ahead. I have Ariel ready. If you use gluten-free on something, it makes gluten-free people notice it. I think I found a bottle of water when I said it. Do they make gluten water? If they do, we'll try it, because I'm not celiac. I could try that. That would be interesting. How's that root beer smell? And we're going to use it in the somewhat clear glass, the Florida, actually Key West, which seems like an afterthought. Clear glass. We'll use the clear side there so you can see what it looks like. Oh my gosh, butterscotch root beer. Wicked, were you not here when we were introducing those? Have you had that before, Wicked? Or I should call you Angel instead of Wicked. Sounds nicer. I don't know. Lucifer was a wicked angel. There we go. It's kind of root beer colored, but maybe like a little bit redder than root beer. And has like a red tinge to it. It's bubbly, which is good. It smells like root beer. Tastes like root beer. I'm waiting for that. It has that butterscotch texture. You know, like if you're eating a piece of butterscotch candy and it kind of sits on your tongue and it stays on your tongue. It kind of has that aspect of it. But I'm trying to like taste the butterscotch. It doesn't. So it's not a strong butterscotch taste, but it takes the edge off the root beer. Now I like a big, a strong, muy fuerte root beer flavor. I like a really strong root beer, and this kind of tones that down, that root beer flavor, which is neither a good nor a bad thing. Hello, Sonic. Welcome to the stream. It is 2:30. We have about a half an hour left, but you are never too late. Does the Cassandra, does root beer typically have caffeine in it, or what component of root beer typically has caffeine in it? Is it part of the I'm trying to remember what the root is that they use to make root beer, and does it have natural caffeine, or do they add caffeine? Because it's not like it has tea in it. It's not like it has coffee in it. Do they add caffeine to that? How does that work exactly? I ask a lot of questions that I could probably look up myself. Would alcohol make this one better? No, bacon. And the reason I say that is because they do make hard root beers. And if you want a root beer with alcohol in it, just go out and get yourself a hard root beer. We did an episode, a Trippy Food episode, where we did 3 different hard root beers. It was Not Your Father's root beer, The Best Damn root beer, and Coney Island. And the winner was Coney Island, because Coney Island had that root beer taste without that alcohol kind of, alcohol on top of it. So if you're gonna try a hard root beer, I recommend the Coney Island if you can find that. I'm gonna kind of give this one a thumbs in the middle. It's not bad. It doesn't taste bad. It has the hint of butterscotch without being have a strong butterscotch taste on it, and then it kind of mutes the root beer. So it's like I said, it's not terrible. But it doesn't have a prominent butterscotch taste, and it no longer has a prominent root beer taste. So that's gonna get thumbs in the middle for me on that one. Hey, reckless eating. Well, which reckless eating? I assume that this is Matt in the room. Hey, want to stop by and say hi before starting my stream? Welcome. Glad to have you here. I don't remember. You've been on the stream before, but I don't remember when the last time you were in the stream. But everybody say hello to Matt from Reckless Eating. Woohoo! Time to drink up. The holidays are here. Yeah. Well, remember, we alternate. So we do soft drink one week. We do alcohol the next week. So next week's episode is going to be alcohol. We're going to have alcohol next week. So if you don't want to miss it. I don't think sarsaparilla has caffeine in it. A&W root beer is caffeine free, which is really good. Yeah, I don't know that naturally it has caffeine in it. So I don't know if they added to it or not. I'm not sure. Matt, do you want to see Doodle? I'll pick him. He's resting. I'll pick him up. He probably misses you and your food. Okay, so is that no? We have one snack left. So let us finish our card. Hey, the Trips in the room. Were you guys doing a live stream or something today? The Trips, or did you just have another episode? I haven't gotten to your latest episode, but I think you just put one out today. But the Trips from Canada, everybody, please welcome the Trips to the room. Is that all 3 of you? Is that all 3 of you on the channel here, or just one of you? So I don't know. Ate some Costco chicken today. It's too much meat. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a Costco chicken. They keep the price really nice, and it's it'll feed you for a couple of days. So cool. Let's see, who did I miss here? Barks, Dad's, Mug Root Beer, also caffeine free. Most of them are probably caffeine free, I would think. It's Steve here, the bald, goofy looking one. Hey, we'll call you a trippy looking one. How's that? We'll call you the trippy looking one. Okay, so the question was, where were fortune cookies invented? The possible answers were America, China, or India. I did not see anybody say China. I did not see anybody say India. Everybody said America, and you were absolutely correct. It is America. So, and they have a little text here, so let's read that. Fortune cookies were invented in 1916 by George, whatever your name is, with a lobster on top of it. It looks like Ming. I can't tell because there's a lobster on top of that. A Los Angeles noodle maker. So it was invented right here in Los Angeles, and they always go with tacos. What's the bet? What is something that Los Angeles is known for? Tacos. Yeah, see the little lobster there? It's kind of blocking his name. Can't really tell what his name is, but I think it's Ming. It looks like Ming. Los Angeles noodle maker. I learned something new. You should always learn something new. Chinatown in the USA. Yes, Chinatown, Los Angeles, specifically. Sonic. You're absolutely right. Hey, we made the map. All right, we're down to our last snack. And I'm going to be honest with you. So we're going to do two concoctions. We're going to do our soft drinks. I'm going to put those together. We're also going to do our snacks. And it's a little bit scary because we have fish pate, we have farmer's cheese, we have pineapple filled cookies, and we have the bruschetta. It's going to be weird. I know offhand it's going to be weird. Speaking of that, did you guys check out last week's live stream? I had leftovers from last week's live stream, and then I made something from those live stream what I called Trippin' Balls. Did you guys check that out? If you didn't check that out because I used the leftovers from last week's stream, with the exception of the beer. Used the leftovers from last week's stream, and I made something from that. So if you didn't check that out, check that out. It should be up there. You should be able to see it. Did you have a new hot sauce today? I did not have a new hot sauce. I have a refrigerator full of hot sauces. So I'm gonna probably go through some of those before I add in a new one. I could always bring one in. Maybe I'll do that. Like next week, if I don't have a new hot sauce, I'll bring one in, and we'll reuse an old hot sauce. But really, was it made in LA? I heard it was San Francisco. The card says LA, so you know. It did say LA, right? It did. It said fortune cookies were invented in 1916 by George Ming, a Los Angeles noodle maker. That's what the card says. So yeah, so the Cassandra, unfortunately, we do not have a new hot sauce today. Sounds like a tasty, trippy combo. Well, we'll see. If I saw, I would have left silly comments. We love your silly comments, Bacon. Always leave silly comments. You need some spicy Hillshire Farms summer beef sausage. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll do that and I'll work it into something. You know, work it into something. We'll do something else. Watched it, loved the video and the concept. Well, it was just, I didn't want to waste that the Underwood deviled ham. And so I said, well, I'm going to make something out of that. What am I going to make? And that's just kind of what came up. So it is what it is. Costco pesto chicken sandwich is really good. Haven't had that? We'll try that. All right. We're down to our last snack. Time for a card. We might just get to 3 o'clock here. Hopefully. Well, you know, as long as you guys are entertained, as long as we're, you know, we're keeping it real, as long as we're communicating with each other and everything, and as long as you guys are having fun, I know I am, then, you know, I'm not going to be so concerned. I'm trying to see, like, I always save some stuff to talk about, but maybe we don't have to. Let's see if there's anything that's like timely that we have to talk about, absolutely have to talk about. No. We can say that next time. That's fine. Sure, that's a good one. This is an excellent question. You guys are going to have to look this up because I don't know that anybody actually knows this. So that's fine. Halloumi cheese, and I hope I'm saying that right, Halloumi, halloumi cheese originated on which Mediterranean island? Again, the question is, halloumi cheese originated on which Mediterranean island? Let's just stick that over there for now. I hope everyone's safe, healthy. The vaccine is here now. Well, it's sort of here now. It's going to be a while before your average Joe gets it. I'm expecting not to get it till sometime next year. Access to it. I think they're going with the healthcare providers first responders, things like that. They should, because they're the ones that have access for people. They should be the first ones in line, and I'm not sure where they go from there. I think teachers are in there, something along those lines. But it'll be a while before it gets to everybody. But yeah, I'll take it when it comes out, especially because by the time it gets to me, it'll have been tested. So, you know, we'll know in the field. I think one of them, I think there's 2 now, and I think one of them had some sort of adverse reaction. Bell's palsy was one of the side effects of that. Maybe not really widespread, and maybe you had to have some susceptibility, but we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'll take it when it comes out and when it's available. I'll take it. Okay, last snack. The Marinela is the brand, and again, they are a subsidiary of Bimbo, B-I-M-B-O. We say Bimbo, which makes us laugh every time we go into the Latin American grocery. Bimbo. Claudia wouldn't say Bimbo because she's Latin American, but no, she's South American. I don't think that's the same thing. Anyways, it is Barritas piña, pineapple-filled cookies, and they are artificially flavored, which scares me, but that's okay. Let's try these. Sonic, I don't see, the thing is, I don't typically get the flu shot, and the flu shot's well tested, but I never get the flu. So I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I might be able to ride out the flu. Maybe when you get to a certain age, they go, no, you should have the flu shot. And if they tell me that, that's fine. I'll get it. But I never get the flu shot only because I never get the flu. So we'll see. Apparently, people with allergies can have it. Can't have it yet, as it is unsafe, which sucks because I have bad allergies. I have faith that it becomes safe for me, but that's what herd immunity is so important. Yeah, because if they can't get it, they can't give it to you. So that would be important. But if you just go with herd immunity without the vaccine, millions of people are going to die. And that would be bad. I get all my inoculations, they're free. Yeah, unfortunately, don't currently have insurance, so it's not free for me yet. Bimbo bread is tasty, but the name is unsettling. It is, because you and I, Sonic, obviously think bimbo and not bimbo. Maybe it means something else in Spanish. Not being a Spanish speaker, I couldn't tell you. Get my flu and pneumonia shots every. I didn't know they had pneumonia shots. That's interesting. It looks like a truck ran through the middle of a Fig Newton. That's what it looks like. And there's 2 packages, each with 2 in them. They're pretty big, actually. They're actually pretty big. I have a feeling that the cookie part of it probably does taste like the cookie part of a Fig Newton. Let's give this a try. Yeah, something cool. I'm being careful. Because it is artificially flavored, it doesn't have a strong taste of pineapple. It's like it knows pineapple, but it's just distant relative. And it's kind of it's a jelly. It's an okay taste from a cookie. I think putting pineapple on the front of the package is a little bit deceptive, though, from a flavor standpoint. Sonic, are you leaving or just wishing us good health? Either way, thank you, and we'll see you soon if you're leaving. Maybe have thumbs in the middle. Maybe even. Why is my finger blue? What did I eat that was blue? Yeah, that's weird. I don't have anything blue here. Why is my finger blue? Yeah, a thumbs in the middle, maybe trending down a little bit, because again, it's a cookie. It's okay as a cookie, but because you piña, pineapple, big loud letters saying pineapple, picture of a pineapple on the outside of it. No pineapple flavor. You did not deliver, but it's not a bad cookie. That's why it's the thumbs in the middle and trending downward. Yes, Bacon. We all are trying to be. Most of us are trying to be careful. I think it is not spring yet. It is almost winter. Next week, no, this week coming up, it will be winter, officially winter. Thanks, Tubal and others. Tubal, do we have a Tubal? Who's Tubal? Oh, people have a green the blue thumb. Yeah, I don't know what that means. If a green thumb is somebody who can grow plants, what is a blue thumb? Here's a good question. All right, let's do our card. Our card was halloumi cheese originated on what Mediterranean island? And I think let's go back and see. Let me scroll up as opposed to swiping right. Cyprus. No freaking clue. That was it. Okay, those are the guesses. And the answer is Cyprus. Has anybody been to Cyprus? Cyprus is so overlooked. People talk about European countries. Cyprus is so overlooked. Whoever talks about Cyprus. What's in Cyprus? What is somebody from Cyprus called? Cyprus, such a forgotten thing. All right. So we did that. So now we have to do two concoctions. We have to do our beverage concoction and we have to do our snack concoction. Which should I do first? I'll leave it to you guys. Throw it out there. Throw it out there. Are you getting any gifts for Doodle? Of course we're getting gifts for Doodle. He's family. He doesn't understand that it's a holiday and that's why he's getting gifts. But we'll give him gifts. You know, he'll share the holiday with us. By the way, I'm in solidarity with those of you, which I think is most of you, who are going to be having very, very small Christmas celebrations this year. For us this year, it's just going to be me and Claudia and Doodle. That's it. A family thing is just not going to be possible this year. However, there is Zoom and a Facebook Messenger video and all kinds of fun stuff. So you know, it might be easier to get in touch with people or to see people that you don't even normally see because of the electronic media. But I am in solidarity with people who are going to have a very quiet, small Christmas this year, and we are aligned with that. It doesn't have to be a sad thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It might even be fun to do it that way. But that's what we're doing this year. So. After COVID-19 is over, I'm going to go to Long Beach, catch some lobsters for clam bake. And Long Beach? I wouldn't eat anything out of the harbor. Yeah, I say that, and then yet I ate the grunion out of LA harbor. So, you know, don't listen to me. You know, cheese on the pineapple cookie might be nice. Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? We're going to put farmer's cheese on that cookie. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use that cookie as the base because it's bigger than the bruschetta. We'll have to line up some bruschetta on there and everything. So, snack. Tybalt, you're the only one that says I should go snack first. That's okay. Amen. Wicked, yes. Yummy Sonic. Same here, Val. Fishing is great off the LA coast. Yeah, it is. I'm sure it is for catching the fish and everything. I just worry about what is in the water in off LA, in the LA harbor. So, you know. Hey, you only live once. Somebody once asked me what the scariest thing I ever eaten was, and I've eaten fugu, you know, blowfish. I have eaten lutefisk that's made with lye. I have eaten poke salad, which is the plant pokeweed, which is highly toxic, unless you make it that way. But the thing that scared me the most was eating those grunion out of LA Harbor. Scariest thing I ever eat. But yeah, Steve, I agree with you. I wouldn't eat any, but I would, and I have. I wouldn't do it on a regular basis. Let's put it that way. Butterscotch, homeopathic, watermelon, hibiscus, mango, root beer will be a hit for sure. Well, we'll find out. So the only thing I only saw one person was this Tybalt that said snack, so we're going to start with snack. All right, so here's what we're going to do. And I have a plate just for the occasion because we got a lot of messy stuff here. So I'm going to start with the cookie, the pineapple cookie. We'll start with that. Let's see. We will put, I have a little knife here for spreading. So we're going to take our fish pate, our sea bream and sea bass pate. You know what? I might do something with these leftovers too. But let's, you know, more so than just stacking them on top of each other and eating them. We'll see. This looks horrible. Look at that. Got to do that. Now it's creepy. All right, let's get some farmer cheese. Yes, I hope the shutdown will be over soon too, Sonic. Sadly, it has to keep. I think once people start getting vaccinated, that will help. It will also help if people just stop being selfish and just put on a damn mask. It's not that difficult. It's, you know, you have to wear shoes and a shirt when you go into a store. What's so hard about putting a mask on? It's just another article of clothing. All right, there we go. Now there are our farmer cheese is on there. This is breaking in half already. That's sweet. That's going to be weird together. Now we got our bruschetta. I'm just going to put a line of that on there. Was that it? We just had 3? I thought we had 4. We just had 3 snacks. We have 3 snacks? Am I forgetting something? No. The cookie's on the bottom. That's right. Okay. You have the cookie, the bruschetta, the fish pate, and the farmer cheese. There we go. Somebody take a screenshot. Doesn't that look delicious? There we go. All right, here we go. It broke in half, so I'm just gonna, just do like that. The prominent flavor is farmer cheese and fake pineapple. Believe it or not, the fish pate disappears. The bruschetta is just, because it had that really nice buttery flavor. That's ghosted. So it's really the fake pineapple filling of the cookie and the farmer cheese are the prominent flavors and everything. It tastes sweet. There's nothing savory in here, and you don't get that the savoriness from the pate or the savoriness from the cracker. They're gone. And it's just kind of a sweet, weird thing. Sonic, we can't put something on here we haven't eaten today. Concoction. I'll give that a thumbs down. Not like it's terrible. It's just like a jumble of flavors that don't belong together. Not really crazy about it. All right, now let's do the beverage. Thumbs down, Tybalt. All right. Here's our watery watermelon. And our mango hibiscus tea. That waters everything down. And our, dang, that's good, butterscotch root beer. Cheers. Ooh, I smell root beer. It tastes like it tastes watered down. That watermelon water just waters everything down. Well, bacon, the butterscotch, and it really didn't have much of, but it had a butterscotch feel, but it didn't really have much of a butterscotch taste. It was a very, very small butterscotch taste. So. This is like really bland. Thumbs in the middle, trending down. I mean, it's not terrible. Like we made some concoctions that were horrific. This is not horrific. This is just really bland. It's really tasteless. I guess the root beer is probably the strongest flavor in there. The watermelon's gone, and the sweetness and the tartness from the mango and the hibiscus and the tea is gone. So it's like, and there's no bubbles from the root beer. It's just like if you were thirsty and you needed something to drink and you didn't care what it was that you were drinking, you might drink this. Other than that, not so much. So there it is. Did we have a card? We did not have a card outstanding. We're good. We're all caught up on the cards. We're good. Okay, because we have like 1 minute left. It looks like we got to everything. That's cool. Again, had some stuff to talk about it. It can wait. It can go till next week. So we're about coming to the end of it. And I know that everybody out there doesn't celebrate Christmas, but those of you who do, have a very, very happy holiday, because we'll catch you on the other side. Hopefully we'll catch you on the other side. And hopefully those of you who celebrate Hanukkah came off of I want to say yesterday was the last day of Hanukkah. Yesterday? Maybe Thursday? I don't remember. One of the last, let's see, Monday. Yeah, I think yesterday might have yesterday or Thursday might have been the last day of Hanukkah. So hopefully you had a happy Hanukkah. This is holiday season. We're coming to the end of 2020, the end of 2020, and although I caution people not to be too optimistic about 2021, because you're open yourself to disappointment if you do that, and 2021 is just as crappy as 2020. But I for one, am not going to miss putting 2020 aside, getting rid of 2020. So it's going to be a pretty big New Year's celebration just to get rid of 2020, get it completely out there. Hopefully, you guys have not been. Hopefully, you guys have been healthy. You guys have been safe. I know that everybody, including myself, has had family that have been immensely affected by this year, and we have another week to go, so we can talk about it some more next week. But there's been a huge impact on everybody this year, and just it would be really nice if we can look forward to 2021 as the year that we kind of make everything better. You know, we're not going to be able to make everything better, but it's a start, and we should start, and we're kind of looking forward to that. So in the meantime, everybody, please take care of yourself, and please take care of others who can't take care of themselves, and please be very careful. And as usual, we will see you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks again.